Hello, everybody! Behold! The thing, I forgot to put my gloves on before hitting live. So I can't show my hands off. I was going to do a funny bit where I was holding the middle finger out towards the camera. And of course, because there is a load of crap in between me and the screen, and I'm using the stand I usually use for my VTubing camera for this camera. There's PNG in it. But hello, behold! And in shiny gloves. These are very cheap, long gloves. I wanted to make sure nothing could ever go. But I don't think, probably possibly, it might just tear, because it's not, as you can see, they're, from the presence of my knuckles, they're a bit on the small side. The problem if you have larger hands and you want to get to like elbow gloves is they only make them like very, very tiny hands. And my hands are not particularly... Yeah, I turned off all the redeems that you can't activate. There's no head pats and no gyro mode. But hello there, Momo, Phantom, and Elysia. Welcome in to another and hello V. I mean, you can spam the head pat. You can use the head pat emote if you have it, but unfortunately, I could not set up any kind of head pats for head pat trigger for this. But anyway, I can do it. But anyway. Yeah, if you've got the subs, you can just unlock. I think you can unlock it with the I think you can unlock animated emotes with channel points. I deliberately set the emote unlocks for channel points to be as low as possible because one, it's good advertising so that other people can use my emotes on other channels. Sorry that the camera is going to be weirdly flashing in and out of focus. This was all very last minute. I tried to do this on time, but I forgot it was Saturday. But anyway, here's my episode. Hello, Melancholy Gazer. The first person who's ever called me senpai, I think. Thank you. But yes. So this is part of the rewards for the subathon. Was a Gunpla handcam stream. It was something I kind of wanted to do, but wasn't really sure about. So I thought if people pay me enough money, I'll do it fine. And I finally got the setup. If I ever do this again, I'll probably get an actual webcam for it rather than using a phone with an app, because for some reason, every phone app to like use your phone as a webcam, because apparently that's not a feature that phones have, is yearly subscription. All of them, they're all yearly subscription. And so that's what I go. So I'm using one that's got a yearly subscription, but it's also got like you get you can remove the watermark on the video for like watching a 30 seconds ad, and you get that for 2 hours. So eventually the watermark will pop up again and I'll have to take a break and run an ad on the phone just so I can actually not have a watermark. Or maybe I'll finish the kit within 2 hours. You may never know. But yes, I do like Gunpla. I have a few kits. Not so much Gunpla specifically. I started with more other... well, you know what I should have done? What I should have done is had my something else I've finished on hand so that I could show it to the camera. Like I could show my Full Mechanics Gundam Aerial or any of my Frame Arm Girl kit. But all my Frames Arm Girl kit are both sitting on a shelf on the opposite side of my room and also pretty dusty. So it's not something I can do on stream. But yes, I have built model kits before. I have various bits of kit that I own. These are incredibly old Gundam markers that somehow still work. But I've got all the bits What I usually do when model kitting is I usually remove the knobs with a scalpel because I find it's easier to like shave off and get a much nicer finish without having to sand down parts. But I'm also I usually make kits that are a bit fancier than HGs anyway, than high grades, because like all the frame on gold kits are over, so I want to be a bit more fussy with those. And also it adds it triples the amount of time it takes to actually assemble the kit, because it's like, instead of just clipping it off and then shaving it down with the nippers, it's like another minute every part to get all the bits right. And it can be quite fiddly to do, especially on camera. And of course, when I was initially doing making Plamo kits, I cut myself a lot, but I don't do that anymore. I haven't cut myself with a scalpel in many years. Well, that's good. But anyway, people came here to see the gunpla. I don't have a particularly good place, but there's the instruction manual. We've been trying to keep that in a place I can look at to some uses. Yeah, I will generally try to not stab myself with scalpels. So hopefully, I'm going to start with just clipping it down with the clippers, because these are pretty okay clippers. They're not like the model kit clippers, but they're good enough for what I need, and they just look cool. See that? They're technically engineering clippers. I remember Beyblades. I mean, Beyblades didn't really have to cut out of a sprue like this or a runner, but I remember when Beyblades were the rage when I was a wee rabbit and I went to school and I took my Beyblades to school, and then some. Oh, in the full plastic generation. I don't remember that. I only had the ones with where you still assembled them. I don't know when Beyblades or anything. I'm not exactly dating myself that exactly. You know, I'm in the general early 30s range, and that's as much as you're getting. But yeah. So it wasn't the ones. So I didn't get any of the one. I didn't know that you could get Beyblades that came on a runner that you had to clip off. I mean, aren't you theoretically then still more older than me, V? Aren't you a dragon god or whatever? So you're probably centuries old. The age plus age requirement. Oh, what for this? For on the little box? Yeah, I definitely think I'm old enough to do this, but I didn't have any model kit Beyblades. I just had the kind of ones you bought on the store, and then you could assemble with bits. Maybe that was a bit too late. Maybe they just didn't come over here in the UK because I never saw them. But anyway, the thing is, of course, I'm sure this is a relatable memory to everyone, is when you're bringing your Beyblades to school, and you're bringing the ones you're bringing the ones that are normal store-bought, the ones you'd buy from Woolworths. And then someone in your class has brought something they've ordered online or bought on a holiday trip, and it's got the super heavy murder metal, where the normal ones just had a metal ring, the cheap, the import knockoff ones have a full solid disc that's just got the necessary holes in, and absolutely destroys all of your normal discs. Literally physically destroys them. Yeah, that's everyone who grew up with Beyblades remembers that. The most dangerous things. And then they played against someone else who had the big metal ring, and what would happen is the Beyblade would literally fly out of the arena and hit someone in the face, and then Beyblades would be banned from school forever. I mean, they were banned from school regardless anyway, because people didn't want anything. So hello, Shogun. So yeah, that was Beyblades, but I haven't touched the Beyblade. I mean, people still make Beyblades, I think. There's still Beyblade stuff happening. It's just you have to be in the know or live in Japan, where Beyblades are still a big thing. But anyway, I closed the instruction booklet and I've lost the page and now I have to open it up whilst wearing gloves. Great. Anyway, there we are. Instructions again. You won't be seeing much of them because I need to put off to the side. So, where is B1? Oh, this is convenient. One of the things is already. So it starts with assembling the little head. As you can see, the box is already open. I'm using it as walls to hide my secrets. You will not see what my. You can see them. You can see the nice little what the like surface of my desk is. But that's all you're getting. But yeah, so yeah. So for people who don't know, because you might not have watched the Witch from Mercury prologue, which you should have if you've watched. If you watched Witch from Mercury and you haven't watched the prologue, shame on you. That's a terrible idea. Watch the prologue now, except wait until after the stream. But yeah, in the Witch of Mercury universe, Gundam Lfrith is like the prototype. If you've not watched any Gundam, you should watch some Gundam. There's a lot of Gundam. You can probably look up which ones. I've chosen, because I like being that kind of annoying person, to only have watched Witch from Mercury, so I can be that kind of Gundam fan. Who's only watched the one show and calls themselves a Gundam fan. I will not watch the old Gundam. I don't care how much Yaoi's in it. So, okay, so we need mostly this and C, which should be a white router. C. Sorry if I end up getting quiet because I face away from the microphone. Is the BGM actually going? It doesn't seem to be any. Is it just in the quiet part of the song? Has there been any BGM at all? Has that actually been working? I just looked on OBS and realized there's no actual sound. Yeah, give me more Yuri Gundam and I'll watch it, basically. The easiest way to get me watching anything, take big popular thing and make it about. Okay. There's definitely supposed to be a BGM here. What's this? Oh, I haven't. That's big. I know why. I did not. No, you're not the. Very fiddly too. I did not set it to loop. That should be put. There we go. The monitor still hasn't. The monitor audio still hasn't kicked in, but it'll kick in eventually. Yeah, so this is also the part that I am dreading the most. Stickers. I've never put stickers. I've never used a model kit with stickers on. I've never used water slides. And this has some really tiny, fiddly little stickers for all the little tiny green bits. So that's going to be fun. I do have some tweezers. So hopefully that will save me. So, something fell out. Beam swords fell out. I don't have a good setup here. I really need to like. Yeah, it should be very quiet because otherwise I have it very loud. Otherwise, it's kind of like I couldn't really think of things. So I just picked like a song I like, but if I'll try putting it a little louder. It's very hard for me to use the mouse where it is. But there, that should be better. Right. So I don't want it to be. It's supposed to be quiet. It's supposed to be. Thing, but what the fuck was I doing? Okay. I need D4. D4 is here. I might not be able to do runner cutting on screen because there's just always cut slightly away from the. Well, but sometimes it just slides in. some of this will be done off screen, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think rudder cutting will have to be done off screen. I just don't have the space on the desk for it. Okay, and what was it? B1. Oh no, 9 from B1. Where's 9? 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. There you are. Okay. Now, moment of truth, I have not actually tested to see if I can do the fiddlier bits with the gloves on. It seems easy enough. Oh, but already screwed it up a bit by taking. Okay, that's clean enough. Yeah, I think for this kit I can be happy with just the where's the file I got? I'll just try doing a bit of See, the monitor audio on my end hasn't kicked in, so I'm just kind of like humming along the music I hear in my head. I just dropped a bit on the floor already. Where the fuck is it gone? There it is. I should get a light front of my desk here so that I can actually see when bits fall, because I feel like that might happen a little bit. Dropping bits all over the place. Gloves make it a lot harder to hold things, but I will persevere. So many people. Yeah, it's importantly, it's on the video, the stream itself. But I would like to hear the music too. But OBS monitor audio is a weird and fiddly thing that doesn't always work for some reason. I don't know why, when you have looping tracks specifically. When you're trying to listen for looping audio bits, it just does not frequently let use. Oh, fiddly at all. I don't like the silence. All I hear is silence and the low noises of the day outside, which, considering it's a Saturday night, will probably become quite lively. God, I really should have thought better about where I put the parts. So okay, this just goes in. I realize you can't really see that well, so maybe it's, yeah, maybe if I do this again, I'll have a more of a top-down perspective. Oh, yeah. Okay, there is. Unfortunately, I don't have any good, like, I don't have any kind of like good arms for a camera to look down. This is maybe if I can. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna get. Yeah, I'm worried about that falling over, but yeah, I'll get that slightly better. It's not showing anything. There, music's kicked in on my end. Good. Okay, that is, we after all that time, after 20 minutes, has completed step 1. Okay, and then we need A, which is the runner that is made of all of the colors. Many colors. The magic Bandai tech of having a runner that is multiple colors. But even got a sealed gun chest plate in its own little baggie. Which I think means I don't have to bother with the No, I think you do have to put these like metally stickers on the underside, maybe. No, because then that's the lines. That's if you want to have it gunned off, I think. Why would you want to have it gunned off? Eh. Very, very shiny stickers. Move that out of the way. Not shiny. Yeah, that is a lovely color things. Magic technology for anyone who's used non-Bandai kit. It's really they're just doing it, putting in the right amount of plastics at the injection, but it only goes up to like these points. But right, I have buried the instructions. I should just leave the instructions on my lab, because maybe it'll stop things from falling out. Okay, what's next? What's next is A4. Oh, it's A2. So A4 is this green bit. Maybe I should have done this from the left side so that my dominant hand wasn't blocking the view half the time. No, I did not cut through that fully. Where'd that go? Where'd that tiny... Oh no, it's the... Yeah, these tiny fucking fit... It's like this. It's the stickers that I'm worried about most. So yeah, A1 and A4 and A2, which is this little shiny plastic bit. Don't take a shot every time I lose a part. You will die. Okay. Always annoying. I think I need to bring out tweezers. These parts are so goddamn tiny. No. This is looking as a plan. Risk cutting into the glove. No. Oh. No, actually, I don't need to worry too much. This part won't be isn't external anyway. Okay. This part is tiny. Thankfully, I think this is the tiniest part in the whole fucking thing. Is this tiny little. Can't see shit. Yeah. Like, where's anything? I just need to sound this part so it's less. Just okay, that's those two parts. Let's get these tiny fiddly bits out the way so that I don't have to think about them anymore. Okay. First we pop it in here like so, and then we put the shiny little bit over it. Oh piss, oh piss. Take a shot. Oh no. I found it through the scientific method of... No, I dropped it again. Ah! This one's probably the worst one of the worst ones. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Oh! Can't lose the pot already. What you don't see is that I have under my desk, protect my carpet from... Thankfully, I don't drink, so I'm at no risk, and thus we cannot participate in drinking games. I don't know if you can hear half the words I'm saying. So, yeah, I probably would be drunk in 2 shots. Probably 1. Oh, no. As I was saying, I have a dark grey carpet, a rug under here. And, well, it's like a mat, really. And thusly, a small grey transparent piece of plastic is very hard to find here. I wish I had a torch nearby so that I could light up this the dark underside of my desk. I know I have to stop now. Got it. Perseverance. It was also like very lucky I found that because it was like actually. And so, what fucking orientation is this thing supposed to be? Oh no! Do I have to put stickers in already? I do. Ah. No, good thing I noticed before then, because it turns out I have to put the little green... How the fuck am I gonna get this off? Put it on. Maybe I won't bother with stickers at all. No, no, there's one. Oh, don't tear it, don't tear it. Just... Okay, at least it's like neatly one-sided. Okay, that wasn't too bad actually. Tweezers to the rescue. Ooh. Shiny. Shiny eyes. Hopefully that'll stay on. Okay, maybe stickers won't be so bad because of the magic of tweezers. It looks nicer than like the flat. I could have. I think you can leave the eye just to be like the flat green, but I think the shiny sticker makes it really pop out. And then so yeah, but now this next sticker. Just gonna peel off corner very gently. Peel off there. Yeah, okay, I got this. Tweezers, one of the most underrated little gunpla tools you could ever have. Alright, can't tell what orientation I'm supposed to put this little plastic bit from this bit. Just like... Actually, okay, yeah, I can do this. Like so. Okay. Good. Then next, I can finally move on to almost finishing the head. There's only one more step of the head that does involve 2 more stickers that do look very fiddly because it's popping them on this bit. No, I really should have put this camera at least on the other side. Just... But then this, like, for some shots it's easier, sometimes it's, I think, yeah, the best shot is a perfectly, like, vertical look down. Probably the best. I've seen people do this with way unwieldier gloves and they seem fine. Maybe it's just practice. Or maybe they have gloves that actually fit their hands. That'd be nice to have. Sorry, I've only got the one song for the BGM. That's kind of why I wanted it quiet, because I didn't want to get too repetitive. But I just could not think of music, and I wanted something I can listen to over and over again. And this is one of those songs that I just can. It is Day by Day, which, as far as I'm aware, wasn't actually in an Armored Core game. Okay, do I want to put the stickers in? Okay, one of them I have. So, okay, so this is the sticker that I feel is going to be fiddly, because I have to put a sticker right in that little bit there. Sorry, if it's, yeah, okay, if I move it into the middle, because you can see that little gap there needs to be filled with a sticker. So I am confident in my videos. Okay, so I can peel the sticker off pretty well. Yay, okay. Oh, look at that. Almost perfect. Center in the camera so that it focuses. I need to... That's the thing I need to get the hang of, is where is the best focus. Probably, yeah, the vertical would probably also give a better, like, overall focus. Now it says put the sticker in on after? Probably after, because I think if I put the sticker in before, it's going to just peel off when it gets pushed past here, so it's probably safer to... That doesn't involve shunting it down, but... Oh, look at that. A little head. Little Ariel. Little... Not Ariel, it's Lfrith. It's Ariel before she became Ariel. And also two other prototype models, I guess. Yeah, if the music does get a bit repetitive, I do have the entire Armored Core 20th anniversary box set. Fuck. Just shunted it down. Oh, go. Let me... There we go. Probably have better lighting. Go on there. There we go. Wait, no. Yeah, oh, yeah. Did it actually go on? Did that fall off? That doesn't look like it went anywhere. That looks like that's vanished off somewhere. Where the fuck? Yeah, that's not on there. But it's also not... Oh, there it is. I can see it just glinting. There! Away! There we go. Nudge it along. Yeah, I haven't got really great lighting. Hang on, so maybe I can improve the lighting here a bit. If this is going to work as I do. Alright. Yeah, I just realised I've got my ring lights sitting up high. So, yeah, that's a lot lovelier and brighter and less shadows obstructing your vision, because for some reason I put a light coming from that way. Which, on retrospect, very foolish move. But yeah, okay, yeah, that's much better. You can see things now. No, you don't fucking wreck.
I'm subbing to show my envy of you getting a hold of an HG Lfrith. Also, I recognize those hands.
They're not hard to get rid of. Get your hold of, Faye. They're pretty cheap, actually. Because, like, no one remembers them. The whole hype for after the prologue has died down, so there's just a bunch of extra stocks. Like, one of the reasons I got this, because I was originally going to get the Caliban, or Caliban, or whatever spelling of it they used in the show. I can't remember. I think it was Caliban. Oh, well, even recently. I guess this was like a month ago, so... But yeah, they were out of stock for a while, but I think they got reprints. But I got this for like, less than £20, so... Which is about the price you should really be paying for an HG Gunpla kit. They're not expensive, but getting them in the UK can be a trip. Because so the reason I didn't get the Caliban, because the Caliban was like £30 to £40 to buy, then plus shipping. So I was like, I think I'll just get the kit, because I really like the Lfrith design. I think it might be like my favorite like version overall. Even if it is just like slightly less fancy, like colored aerial. Ooh, 2 Lfrithers. Nice. So yeah, also you don't recognize it. I've never worn gloves. I've never worn gloves like these before in my life. You literally cannot recognize these hands. They're immutable, indescribable, unknown. Anyway, right. So that's the head finished. Eldritch almost. Yeah, that was, well, those kinds of things we were all wearing gloves. I don't remember ever wearing, like, especially not gloves that fitted so badly like this. It was, but let's not dox ourselves too much. I mean, we're pretty vague enough. But yeah, I think they might have been better fitting gloves, but just look at where my knuckles are on this. So small. But I just wanted long gloves. They only make long gloves like that are cheap to buy in for really tiny fucking hands, and they say fits all, and I mean technically I guess it does, but still. Anyway. They're not that sparkly, it's just cheap shit satin with lots of lighting going, with the really bright lights on. They're just like a black satin effect polyester, so they reflect light like they were mirrors, basically. They're really not that sparkly. But thank you regardless. Okay, what's next? Next is the body. The body requires... Let's get my screws when I need D. I need B1. And I need E. Which one is... Where the fuck is E? Oh, E is this little lonesome one here. Ah, so it is. So you can just see through the packaging. Ah, you just passed the worm. Grats. Mm. So we start with. Okay. Well, thank you very much for the sub, and yeah, lovely to sail. I'll get your hair repurpled so that it can be lovely and beautiful. Okay, what the fuck am I getting? I need D7 and B1 something. So I need 10 from B1. Machine guns are pretty good. Gotta hit the worm. You're on 10 is here. That's the part where I don't actually need to care too much about the visibility of the bits because these are all like internals. I try and make that so that it'll fly off like into this corner here, and then of course it rolls straight onto the floor. I hate everything. Let's clip this next part, which is D7, which is here. Now I have to go retrieve another. Oh, this one's at least decently large, so easy enough. Okay, so simple enough. We just go. Oh, no, don't want to do that because then I will accidentally clip out of the aesthetic design and not the. It's always a hard part when it's like, here is the fucking gloves are catching on any kind of sharp bit of plastic, so I don't know if these are going to survive beyond this stream. And I cheaped out because I didn't know if I was ever going to do this again. Or if it was ever going to actually work. If I was doing it again, I would definitely get better gloves. And a proper webcam, so I don't have to spend like my hard-earned money on a yearly subscription to an app for a feature that should just be an innate feature of my phone. I should just be able to use the camera in my phone freely however I want. Why do I have to fucking use an app to make it function as a webcam? I hate technology. Technology today sucks. Gonna hack a Game Boy camera. Yeah, no, Android phones, you cannot just hook up to a PC and use the camera. You need an app for it. And all of these apps are paid, apart from the ones that are free have adverts. And for me to have not shit video quality and not have a watermark at a random place on the screen, I had to watch a fucking advert for 30 seconds. Ended up being an advert for fucking... And in, like, once that 2 hours is up, I'll have to take a break to watch another advert again. And then I won't have to do it again because if it takes any longer, I'm ending the stream because I'll be tired. Right, next is... Yeah, all parts from the B1 runner. Well, you see, everything in Cyberpunk is actually already happening. Just we don't get all the cool part. In fact, Cyberpunk and its ideas have already been, like, the reason why they seem prescient is because they were already happening even when the original Cyberpunk, like, even in the early days of Mike Pondsmith writing on whatever he was doing. He's, you know, the corporate dystopia was already happening. How old is the original Cyberpunk? Because, like, it's probably probably the 90s or something. Because, like, it was originally Cyberpunk 2020, which is very funny because it meant that the events of the first tabletop RPG like kind of like happen around now, but we still don't have weird cybernetic bits. We don't got Johnny Silverhand literally nuking a megacorp and them still being around. Spoilers for Cyberpunk 2077, but it's not that far in, really. It was a meme on the actual day, because it was a day on August 2023, so it was like, oh, yeah, this is the day that Johnny Silverhand nukes Arasaka Tower. I've dropped another part. Thankfully, it's a large part, so it should be easy to retrieve. But I don't see it. Is it on the chip? Where the fuck did it go? Where? Why does this keep happening? Oh, how did it get all the way over here? Ah! At least with I'm PNGing, I don't have to worry about walking off stream and having my model look weird. Okay. So, simple step this one. It's just simply... Okay. This is like getting the... So that goes in there. Oh boy, it's time for more stickers. This goes in here. I'm gonna file this down a bit because it makes sure that it's easy to move, because that'll be... Well, it does look like that's the neck, I'm guessing. Like the back of it anyway. I mean, there is, like, I know there's some people who've been streaming for years with a PNG. They have no intention of moving to a live to do so. If PNG suits you fine, then stick with it. You can even have lots of you can have like really fancy moving PNGs now with either just as a really fancy GIF or using PNG Plus, like PNG Doodle Plus. Anyway, so next thing is. Yeah, it's these little discs. Kind of like, yeah, there we go. Let these go. Yeah, these go. Oh yeah, definitely. But like again, you don't have to shell out too much for a whole life to do. You can do what I do, which is buy a model or find one of those. There's a few customizable. Like these days, you can get some really good like customizable. Oh, you're looking for the free options. Maybe even making one. Ooh, you're going for the ultra. Well, good luck on that. Is a long and difficult journey, I am told. This is disaster though. Fuck. Oh, salvaged it. Yeah, boy. But yeah, no, making your own live 2D is a long and arduous process. So many layers. Why they're so bloody expensive. Yeah, I would like to have well, bloody expensive. Why will... Yeah, it's like... You know, that's not a gotcha, I'm fucking British. I'll say... Like... think if I did it... Oh, arduous. Okay, you say so. Did I say arduous? Yeah, the long, arduous process. I mean, pink bits now. We like pink. Well, I like this kit. Got lots of lovely pink bits. Let's see if this just says A5. A5 and A3. There's a good word to describe the process, because it is just making absolutely 5 billion layers. But yeah. There's some really good, like, fully customizable models that if I was starting today, I'd probably use over what I'm using now, but I've become too attached to how I look right now. So even if it is a bit janky, if I could have properly attached bunny ears on a different model that wasn't so specific, and didn't have to have people asking me why is there security written on your hoodie. I think I just slightly from stitching though. Yeah, well, I do have something in the works. Not necessarily a new Live 2D model. I won't say any more. It's not related to the thing. So I mean, technically is. Thing I mentioned to you in DMs. I'm saying too much now. I'm ruining the surprise. I'm gonna stop talking now. Silent stream from now on, so I don't say anything. But just saying, if everything. What order? What way am I supposed to like this way? Just do this on camera. This is the problem, is like I need to make sure I'm doing. Is the main difficulty of doing this on stream is making sure I get all the as much as I can on camera. Which is again very hard because my stupid hands are massive and huge. And block. I'm not elaborating because there's things I haven't even told you, so I don't want to spoil them for anyone. And they're not set in stone yet either. There's nothing. The bits I've told you are set in stone, but the stuff beyond that is not. And thusly, I don't want to promise anything. Okay, so that's basic, like, assembly. You got the neck, torso, swivel. I'm guessing this is where the arms will slot in. Yeah. Is curious. I told it to pique your curiosity. Okay. These big, lovely, you love the pink on the Lfrith. Kind of sad they never really went back to it in the show. Like, they've had it come back like Caliban or whatever. But no, they're like, yeah, no, pink is for prototypes, I guess. No more pink. I do really like the design of Caliban. I think like also there's also like the last, I feel like in the last like couple of episodes of G, which they are just like desperately trying to fit in the remaining mobile suits. They really do not get the screen time. Like Caliban and Schwarzerd just get absolutely, like Caliban gets to shine, but Schwarzerd just gets absolutely shafted. It's like Schwarzerd is such a cool design, and it's basically meaningless. Presence in the show is basically meaningless. I mean, there's a lot that went wrong with the latter half of Bewitch. Because they didn't think that the lesbians would sell. And they're fucking stupid. Then they made a god-awful Gundam Seed movie. Was it a movie or a series? I can't remember. It was a movie, wasn't it? And everyone instantly... Exactly, they don't sell. That's why they made them cousins. Okay, which one good? There is an order to this one. This one goes on first. I see in frames these lovely green stickers here. No, the point is that they weren't. Yeah, like that's the funny thing. By censoring the lesbians and say, "Oh, they're just cousins," it just becomes fucking. It's like, okay, now this makes it weirder because they're clearly interested in each other that way. I assume. I haven't actually. I will tell you a deep and terrible secret. I have not actually watched Sailor Moon in any form. I was never much of not much of a classic magical girl series person. I think the earliest magical girl series would be like Madoka. A certain audience in a certain state. This dude, everyone knows, especially these days, that everyone loves, especially with recent game releases, everyone loves a good bit of incest, especially in your horror game. Important disclaimer: incest is only fun and cool in fiction. Don't do incest in real life; it's bad, and you have frowned upon generally. It's in fiction, whatever, freak shit, whatever. Important people need to make that distinction. But as long as you're not hurting real people, it's all Gucci. Yeah, unless it's Game of Thrones, then you're just like, oh god. My little sister that made this channel can't be this good. Maybe I should. I don't. If again, like, I would probably play something like The Coffin and Ashley and Lily, but it'd have to be lesbians basically. Like, heterosexual incest. Fuck off. Oh, that's a bad thing to say on stream, but I've said it now. Now we move on to the D. Yeah, and also, like, it's a fucking, everyone's fucking double standards. Like, oh, you depict toxic, bad relationships in a live action show, it's fine, but if you do it in an anime or even anime adjacent style, because like often actually there isn't anime, it's very much the artist's stylized look, but it's like it is adjacent enough that people assume that people think it's anime who don't know better. And then it's like, oh no, it's sick and wrong and terrible. But no, you put it on a live action show on HBO. No, it's all fine. Good, dandy. It's part of the artistic merit. Oh, there's so many bits to put on. It's like a specific order here. Oh, lots of people who don't touch enough grass. People who complain about the internet. Touching grass is important, even if it is literally just going outside to touch grass at least once a day. Even if you don't have grass, just going outside is very good for your mental health. Things that are good for your mental health that you probably don't do enough of is keeping your immediate environment that you spend most of your time in tidy, and going outside, basically. So I realize in this season it's probably hard to go outside most people because it's fucking raining and windy and shit and there's storms everywhere. At least like, there's many things it is, but it's like, it's not gonna be like, oh, we gotta ban this sick filth or whatever. I don't particularly care much for it, but like, yeah, I'm trying debating on whether I elaborate on the topic because I don't want to like accidentally step on a landmine here. Oh, for fuck's sake, Phantom! I knew you would. I knew someone would. Everything. All my worst moments out of context. I don't get clips. I have to make my own clips for my actual funny moments. But anything, this can get me cancelled instantly. Hate you all. I don't actually. So, because I realize I've been in that position as well when someone jokingly says, oh, I fucking hate you for this, and then you're like, oh no, wait, I've actually been hurt by my feelings by this jokey comment. Yeah. And remember, keep everything just in case. Like, keep everything civil. It would be very annoying for me to have to lean over. I think you did the jump to title that. Did it did it block you in so many ways? So I'm assuming did it not make you. I swear I saw someone use incest for a stream title. Maybe they were using a slightly different word. They censored it. Oh yeah, people who are like, oh, it's gotta be whatever. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not gonna kink shame anyone for like fun. They censored heterosexual. What the fuck? Thanks, Twitch. You. Where the fuck does this go? It goes like up. Oh, this is got layers to it. Ooh. Ah, I see. It looks like it's got. I don't know if you can see that. But like, it's like this is like angry eyes now. It's like, no, there's some things you can't do. Apparently, you can't say heterosexual on a clip title, which is very funny and very stupid. I wonder if you can. Because it's not like a banned word or anything. You can put like there's like in tags. I'm assuming I mean, as I said, yeah, you're not allowed to have heterosexuality in the title. But you can apparently have incest. Oh, I love when this bit when it's all coming together. Much like something. I mean, how many heterosexuals on Twitch are there? Yeah, all the straight people are on YouTube. There's no heterosexuals on Twitch. Well, you better be careful. You might get banned. They might find you. Like, I've got nothing wrong with it, but ooh, look at that. Yeah, what does it mean technically heterosexual? Well, yeah, I mean that's an interesting like topic to have. I think there might be some. You're only in an active relationship with. I mean, that doesn't stop you from like being bisexual or whatever if you're only currently in if your current relationship is heterosexual. It doesn't stop you being bi, if they're all pan or whatever. Or I could put the head on now, but it's not telling me to. Oh boy, now's the fun part. We get to unseal. Yep, any of those. All that. Like, as a bisexual myself, I do generally take umbrage when people are like, oh, you have to be, like, to be proven bisexual, you have to, like, oh, you have to be, like, almost always simultaneously dating any applicable, that's the name, yeah. Because we got this kind of, we don't have to bother with the stickers, we get this fancy little, look at that, look at how, to distract you from the interesting topic of gender and sexuality in relationships. Shiny plastic. But yeah, no, it's like, yeah, it's always a good thing to, that's a good thing to think about Shogun. It's like, you are, at the end of the day, this is, that only works on me. Yeah, look, P, look shiny. I mean, I might imagine, what, is the camera gonna focus? Look how shiny that is. Okay. So this is evidently, this is only a different type of plastic than the other bit. So I imagine this is going to ping or not. Like, I was imagining this would be significantly tougher, but these bits are quite wide. But if you don't type fast, how will you get in your sweet comments before anyone else? Eesh. I am just littering all over. Like, right after saying you need to keep your area clean, I am just littering stuff all over the place. It's okay, I'll clean it afterwards. But, like, for the convenience of the stream, I am just littering. Next time maybe I'll have like a basket to put my rubbish in. So this part is annoying me. This part will be visible. I'm gonna get the scalpel out for this part, otherwise it's gonna bother me for literally forever. This is advanced gunpla techniques. He's using a scalpel for the cleanest. See, now that's a lot less visible, I think. Let's do it from the other side. That should be practically invisible. I think it's just like the myth of that probably comes mostly from just like what you expect. Like it's like, oh, if you're using only two fingers to type, then surely you must be typing slower than someone who's using four fingers, because you can because there's like you've got all the different. You can press more buttons in sequence with more fingers is the idea. But I'm not gonna judge. I'm a massively slow typer regardless. But I type with all hand fingers. I can't actually test any typing now because my keyboard is behind this box. So I can't really type much of anything in here. So this just slides into. Yeah. There's always going to be a bit of a knob there. Yeah, well, it's all about what you're used to and what you've trained yourself on. But yeah, like when you've got like shiny stuff like this or clear stuff, there's always the knob's always going to be a bit of a sore spot. But if you use the right tools, you want to avoid using a file on these because then it will rub the shininess right off. So you'll just have a like a really dull patch that will be super visible. So that's why I use the scalpel. But I think everything else will come up pretty clean with just the clippers, so I can pop that away. Throw away this garbage. I can pick the garbage up. Slide it off. It's transparent, so hopefully I'll be able to find it and pick the. Yeah, look. Okay, so that's the torso finished. Doing good time. And so I haven't actually made an HD kit before. I usually make fancy kits. I'm usually used to this taking far longer. So maybe I won't have to listen to another fucking advert from the fucking Digicam app. Okay, arms. What do I call 2 arms? How many? Nothing line they put like. Okay, no, it's just this shoulder part is mirrored, the other parts aren't. So I need not you, not D. I need B1 and always A because that's where all the colors are. And C, which is the other white runner. Oops. Okay, so first things first, we just need the stuff from C. Okay, so C7 and C6. Where is 6? It's got the line on it. Whoever had the bright idea of making 2 numbers where one is just the other number upside down? Who came up with this idea? Tell me. Who made 6 and 9 the same, just the same looking number, so that people forever would have to like put a little line under 6s or 9s, so that people could tell the difference from any direction? It's foolish, silly. Besides, we all know that 9 is a weak number. Unless you are an ice fairy, then it's a very strong number. That's a Toho joke. The game series I have not played. But it's such a cultural... How do they say? What is cultural force? That it's just, if you're any kind of weave circle, you know about Toho. You know random Toho facts. you know that the Ice Fairy Cerno is very stupid and likes and is associated with the number 9 for some reason. And there's Marissa who steals things, and Yukari who's an older woman. Seems like a very weird part to assemble this early. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know what you were apologizing for. Did I say something that you felt like you needed to apologize for? A9. No joke. Okay. Oh, who did it? You were the inventor of... You've already forgotten half the things I say here. You have to be careful. I will honestly forget everything I say. Okay, so these are both A9. And thusly, you need to make sure there's at least some kind of context to your words. Especially if I don't read them instantly, and then read them like 2 minutes later where I've completely forgotten what I said myself. This is quite nice, this is quite relaxing. I've been doing more ranked on Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and it's one of the funniest fucking experiences of my life. Because I did the thing that I thought would be sensible, where I actually sit down, grind up through the solo content, and get the cards I need to make an actually good deck. Because it was a deck I wanted to make because thematically I love it as well, because it's the Labyrinth deck. C5, 5, 5, 5, or C5. There's C5. But of course, because it is a top tier meta deck, and you're bringing it against people, I'm bringing it against, and I'm only just now putting it into ranked rather than just playing solo content or the event which uses lone decks. Like, people are just trying to have fun and playing their silly little structure decks. And then I come in being like, okay, I'm gonna spend like 2 minutes on my turn summoning an entire board of monsters and traps. And you're gonna think the smart ones are the people who just the instant they see a Labyrinth card just concede. It's like, fuck off. It's like, I'm not having my time wasted. So it's like, which that does sound a bit mean, but I think that's the kind of like spirit you have to go in. Like, I think if you go into Yu-Gi-Oh!, especially Master Duel, you go in with that kind of spirit, it can be really quite enjoyable. Because it's such great nonsense. I keep dropping everything. Like, there's so many brilliant nonsense stuff. I am building a less nonsense, but still kind of nonsense deck. I'm building an Exo Sisters deck, but I'm not like crafting cards for it yet. I'm just buying the rate up packs for the Exo Sister stuff, because that's up right now. It's a very nice shoulder pad. Look at that. Yeah, I think it's also great that, whilst I think there's probably a lot of legit grievances about it, I think, Duel Master specifically, the turn timer adds such a fun... the least gay Gundams in Yu, which indeed it was well, the Elemental Mage deck, yeah, I think I played against someone using that. I think they beat me because well, they were playing an Elemental Hero deck, and they beat me because they had a bunch of effects that stopped their monsters from being destroyed, and I was like, I don't know how to play around this. I spent too much thinking, and this comes up to my next point, which is the fun fact of how the turn timer affects how you play the game in Duel Masters, because of course it's a total timer. It's not like, oh, you have a certain amount of seconds to you have like a minute or two to play each round. No, you have 5 minutes for the whole game, and then you get bonus time under certain circumstances. I don't understand exactly how, but it adds such a weird layer, and just makes people fuck up, including me. I fucked up so many times because of like rushing things. And I think if it didn't have that, Master Duel would be a more miserable experience, but also it would be a more, I guess, competitively sound experience. I think if you're playing competitively sound, you don't want to be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! On Master Duel. But then it's probably a lot cheaper than playing competitive real-life Yu-Gi-Oh! Because some of those cards are fucking expensive. Oh boy. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I enjoy just faffing around and summoning all my things. It's a nice to have such a chaotic card game to converse with Shadowverse, with its very restrained, very tactical, very almost chess-like plays. Because current Shadowverse is just kind of boring. Like, I wonder, like, the mini expansion doesn't really feel like it's shaking things up much, unless people kind of like find something new that really works. So it's just like, oh, okay, can you stop your opponent's turn 7 OTK or absurd board state? Because that's what you gotta do to win Shadowverse these days. So everyone just wins, every deck wins the game on turn 7. So the best tech is going first. Sorry, I'm being a bit miserable there. Okay. So this is making like doubles of all these tiny little bits. Ah, that was a cable cut. No, just because my leg was at a weird angle. But yeah, no, I'm just basically building. Now I have to do all those steps again. Yeah, Havencraft is indeed the deck that's like, it varies between, you're either got nuns or yeah, nuns or animals. I think I think Heel Haven actually currently has the least monsters. It's mostly cute girls. Yeah, I think Alluvia Haven has almost no animals in it. So if you want to come back and play, it's a meta deck as well. I think the only unit in Heel Haven that isn't an animal, I think, is Divine Wolves, and that's not even a run in all the decks. So yeah, you could have. They're not all nuns though. They're more just miscellaneous cute girls. Mostly like animal type girls. Like there's one even drawn by Ito Hachu. What was I doing? Okay, maybe I should have done all these steps twice at the same time. Maybe that would have been more sensible and faster. But oh well. Because like with one deck in the current mode I do like trying to play, but I don't know, I can't wrap my head around it. It's the current version of Evo Portal But it's like, it's a while, because you have to get like 10, like 8 Evos before turn 6 or whatever. And I can never get it to happen consistently, and yet every time I play against it on ladder, they get their turn 6 shin, and I'm just like, oh, I'm fucked. I think it's mostly that I'm just bad. I don't know what, because the new portal card they added in the so the new portal legendary is a very interesting one. I think I just can't wrap my head around it, because she copies cards in your hand and then puts another copy into your deck. So she's great for obtaining more copies of specific cards to kind of like pop off with wild combos, because you can have loads and loads of copies of a card you'd only have at most 3 of. And maybe like, or a token generator or whatever. But I'm just, I don't know, I feel like I'm always making the wrong decisions when playing that deck. I don't know what the right decisions are, because it's such an incomprehensible deck to watch, because your opponent's just doing a lot of nonsense in Shadowverse. Very hard to actually pay attention to what cards your opponent is playing. Because usually you don't have to worry, you just have to look at what the board state is and what after they've had done their turn. But, And Shadowverse is just in a very weird spot right now. Hopefully someone just figures out something cool with the new cards, because the new set just needs something, anything to kick something into gear, because again, all these decks that everyone's playing, all the same shit everyone's been playing for ages. Okay. What's next? What's next? I'm looking for you. So anyway, Yu-Gi-Oh! On the other hand, I am like upper ranks probably is all the same shit, but again, the turn timer makes things fun because people just fuck up all the time. And then it's very funny when you accidentally there's a really common well, it's not like it's a rare card, but like it's a you put it in basically every deck. That's like it can negate. It's one of the cards you can just discard from your hand to negate a bunch of stuff. And I have done this on several occasions, where you just accidentally trigger, because you can, in fact, trigger it in response to your own effects and negate your own like special summons or whatever. And that's just at that point you just have to concede on the spot. You fucked up so bad, but it happens a lot, especially because like it's that, and if what people probably know is the infamous Maxi, which is a card you can discard from your hand at any point, and for the rest of the turn, your opponent special summons any monsters, you draw a card. And card draw in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is on a massive premium these days, because you don't have Pot of Greed anymore. Pot of Greed is banned to the fucking back. But you do have like some alternative Pot of Greeds, but again, they're very limited. They're like you can only have 1 or 2 per deck, and they usually come with pretty big downsides. Like the most basic one, Pot of Prosperity. You can draw 2 cards, but once you have to play it at the very start of your turn. 2, to draw for each card you want to draw, you have to banish 3 random cards from your extra deck, which could be very important. And you can only have 1 in your deck at all. And that just draws you 2 cards. That's what drawing 2 cards costs you in Yu-Gi-Oh! These days. Okay, I got some nice shoulders though. But it's so yeah, a card that can potentially draw you a bunch of cards if your opponent is trying to pop off is very good. Or just stop your opponent, just says, you know what, nah, I'm not going to special summon anything. That's also just a powerful like thing to say. Okay, you don't want to do this because if I draw like 3 cards, I could just win the game. Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not a game where you draw cards. It's a game where you play cards from your deck in your graveyard. And your extra deck. Playing cards from your hand doesn't happen a lot. Well, actually you do, but it's usually you've pulled them there from other cards. There's actually not that much RNG in Yu-Gi-Oh! It does actually, like, amongst all the chaos, there is interesting decisions to be made. And interesting things to play around. But you have to be prepared to sit and wait whilst your opponent does some absolute fucking nonsense. But then it's okay, because then once they've done all their nonsense, you get to do your own nonsense. And everyone's just having fun doing their nonsense. And if you just want to play a deck where you just play a monster that's big and swing face, then sorry, that's not what modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is. Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is where you play every card in your deck and graveyard on turn 1, special summon an entire board of giant monsters that can't be affected by effects, and hopefully your opponent doesn't have one of the tech cards to absolutely ruin your strategy. Because there's a very fun tech card in Yu-Gi-Oh! That I find very funny, that's called Nibiru the Primal Being. And it's a big... On its base, it's like it's a Blue Eyes. It's got the same stat line as a Blue Eyes White Dragon. But what it does, what its effect is, if your opponent special summons 5 or more... I don't know what... I've never seen a Trains deck, so I don't know what it does. And I've heard I've heard the term the Trains of the deck before. But yeah, Nibiru is if you when your opponent summons 5 special summons 5 or more monsters in a turn, you can from your hand you can summon it, or you can summon it by tributing every single monster on the field, both yours and your opponent's. And when doing this, it gives your opponent a token that has the combined stats. It does give your opponent a token that has the combined stats of all the monsters that were tributed for it. But one, that is just a normal monster, even if it does have absurd stats. And two, you can summon it in defense position, so your opponent can't attack with it that turn anyway. And then, like, yeah, it's the big fuck off rock thing. It's just you just drop a big fuck off rock, and your opponent gets a primal being token. Great. You get the rock, and your opponent gets the primal being. It's ridiculous. And it just says no more, not because like you can't. There's not that many effects in the game that stops your opponent stops tributing, because tributing is like sacrificing. So you can't really stop. Your opponent says, "Oh, I tribute all monsters on the board." You basically can't stop it. Like if you counter the effect, usually what happens is it means is you don't neither of you special summon the token or the rock, but all the monsters are still tributed. Cost is still paid. But see, it's just a very funny. Yeah, that's the kaiju deck is where you like tribute your opponent's monsters, summon monsters on their side of the field. But yeah. So that's why those decks can be scary, though they're usually not things. I like the idea of kaijus where you're like basically summoning big monsters on your opponent's side of the field for you to fight and get rewards from or something, I don't know. So very risky, but it also disrupts your opponents because they don't have the fucking synergy to do anything with these big fucking kaiju monsters. They're just like, shit. But what else? But yeah, I do love Nibiru just as an idea. It's just like, oh, you've done your nonsense. No, it's a rock now. Well, I thought the things that summons on the rock, they're the primal being or whatever it is. Just like, no, all your fucking elemental heroes, they are a rock now. Well, they're just a big dude. They're just one big dude, I guess, is the more apt thing. But you know, I love my I should have been paying attention to which side goes where. Fuck. Sure, this will be fine. Oh no, that's okay. They've saved me from my idiocy by only putting certain by making it so it's only possible one way. Excellent. Smart you are, Bandai. Except sometimes when you're very dumb, but that's okay. When it comes to gunplay, you're very smart. Okay. Going to do that again with another pair of those. Me. The worst fucking setup I could have possibly had. Never. I haven't played MTG in fucking years. I don't like MTG anymore. I think a lot of the new sets are the worst, and all the things I liked about MTG are dead. I like my big fucking monsters. And they killed off both Eldrazi and the Phyrexians forever. It's like, what fucking antagonists exist in Magic the Gathering now? And I guess they can make new ones, but no, they're too busy making fucking promo sets for whatever. They're making... Hey! That big fucking monster. Unfortunately, I'm complaining about... I mean, probably in like the fact thematically they've been killed off. Phyrexians are dead, gone. I don't care if they got synergy, like mechanically synergy cards, but they literally said, "Oh no, we've taken the entire." No, sorry, you had to hear it from me, Cora. How are you doing? Otherwise, so I know your love of big monsters, and I appreciate you for it. I always do like seeing you going absolutely nuts over whatever terrible monster you've discovered. But yeah, no. They like actually brought, but are they actually saying, oh, the Phyrexians aren't really dead? Which again, it would also kind of suck. But no, I don't care if they've... This is... Okay, Cora. Always appreciate you being here, even if you don't have to say much. Alright, what the fuck do I need next? C3 and C4. It's just these two bits. Meh. Look at that cute little Corvo looking. Reminds me of me in my younger days when we had the same model. I was gonna do both of these at once. There's no point faffing around picking the fucking thing up. Ah, crap, I've run out of conversation topics. Fuck. Thank you. You'll always be my very cute, mentally insane sibling. Sorry. I will always appreciate seeing you ramble about whatever nonsense you've been doing in Dead by Daylight, even if I don't comprehend Dead by Daylight at all. Fuck, I haven't watched any Fast and Furious movies. It's a terrible conversation topic. I don't even know how many Fast and Furious movies there are. Shit. We can ramble about Magic the Gathering for a bit. Yeah, Magic the Gathering just like it's because it's the only thing majorly that's like consistently profitable that Hasbro has left, basically. So they just go into fucking town because they want all the fucking money. Because people already. Nah, you left a long time ago. You didn't like. I never really was particularly on with Planeswalkers. Well, there were some cool ones, but like as an idea, as a card, I've never particularly enjoyed them. I never liked making. They make some of the most annoying decks to face against in Commander as well. I hate Super Friends decks. Just as a nonsense. And also, like, too many Planeswalkers spoils the broth. Nobody liked War of the Spark. War of the Spark was an awful set. My god, literally just too many fucking Planeswalkers. Nah, yeah. Like, a lot of the time, it's nice to have the like the characters like hopping between planes. Like, that's a good storytelling thing. That you can have them be more consistently. But you already had that, and they were just like normal creatures rather than fucking special card types. But yeah, no, god, yeah, I play War of the Spark was when I played most. Ended up stopping. So I played a bit of Magic the Gathering Arena, which I think everyone's kind of stopped playing recently, just because it's just, eh. But like War of the Spark was when I stopped playing Magic the Gathering Arena because I did not want to live in a world, want to play a game where someone could run like 3 fucking Teferis in a single deck. And they're all bastards. I hate Teferi so much. He's my, like, of all the, like, more so than Jace, Mary Sue, Baleren, the one character I hate in all of Magic the Gathering is Teferi. Because he's even more of a Mary Sue. He just shows up and fixes everything. Oh, the Phyrexians are invading, Teferi shows up and fixes everything. Dominaria is splitting itself in half, Teferi shows up and fixes everything. And he's always got the worst mechanics. He's always the kind of card that tells your opponent, no, you can't do things. So I'm just going to stop you from doing things until you fucking deck out in a miserable fucking experience. He has, let's slow things down. But only for you. Your opponent gets to do a billion. Teferi says, I get to do a billion. My controller gets to. My player gets to do a billion things, and you get to do nothing. Okay, so B1. So for right arm, we need B1 and B. But yeah, that was my rambling bit. Now I can ramble about how Satan is literally in because of I didn't know that Satan was there was an I didn't watch much of the Doctor Who after the David Tennant era. That's when I kind of fell off. Like, no dissing against Matt Smith, he's a great actor, but like that's when he was unfortunately caught in the part when the new Doctor Who's writing got exceptionally bad. So I was like, nah, I don't think I will. I don't think I want to watch anything. I mean, he wasn't as shafted as much as Jodie Whittaker was. But... Okay, what do I need? I need B5. But yeah, no, there's apparently an episode of Doctor Who where he fights the fucking devil. And so that means the devil is now a card, Satan is now a card in Magic the Gathering. And maybe it was an old Doctor Who, maybe. But that's okay because Shadowverse had that beat by many years. Because Satan was literally in Rage for Bahamut, and thusly he's in all the 1, 3. All the I have to be careful because any moment now a watermark is going to pop up and I have to take a break, play an ad on the fucking app. And then C10. C10. Sorry, I think I've been sliding back. If I move my chair a bit forward, I won't let things slide so far down. Yeah, I really should have made this a better space. So C10, there's 2 C10s, excellent. Now I've lost track of which C10 I was cutting out. Fuck, and I can't tell because this one. Yeah, return of tiny fiddly bits. I'm so gonna accidentally slice these gloves open with the clippers. I do kind of want to sing like all of the vocal Armored Core songs, but the trouble is understanding what the fuck the lyrics are. I don't know if this game was like this song was like actually part of the core game or if it was just made for the Verdict Day DLC, but I really like it. So this is specifically the remix for the 20th and the extra disc on the 20th anniversary box, which is all the music from 1 to Verdict Day. I'm going to just download the whole rest of the Armored Core 6 stuff. It's obviously the proper thing to do would have been had to like an Armored Core 6 garage theme going on, but I couldn't find one that I liked enough to have as a looping backing track. Okay. Doesn't really matter. Let's just pop this on first. Oh, that is not a. Okay, so. Put that on. What way do I put this on? Yeah. Let's just like that. Okay, pop that on like that, and then we put one of these on like this. Clips in all nice and snug, and then play this here. We got a little arm, and very shortly we'll have a hand. I need a C1, which is one of these little knuckle plates here. And then hands from. Okay, there's only one B7. Actually, so they don't come with a variety of hands, it's just got the one hand that's like a fist that grips things. The full mechanics aerial kit has loads. I'm thinking I will. When I have to do a little break, I'll go up and grab full mechanics aerial and show that off a bit. I can put them next to. I don't know if I can fit both of them standing up on camera, but I'll take pictures and post them on Twitter when it's done. I think what I'll do, I will panel line off camera. But the main thing about wanting to do more of this is just getting kits, because it's like getting gunpla kits in the UK is so more expensive than it needs to be. Unless you're very fortunate to live next to one of the 5 actual hobby shops in the UK that sell them. I probably, if I go into town proper, I probably could find some. But I don't like going into town. Public transport in England is so expensive these days. Even the fucking bus will knock the camera. Yeah, like it literally has more expenses with Brexit because they have to ship to the UK now rather than just importing it from having everything in a European warehouse. You can see there's just a little hand with a gap in it. What if they take it apart to put the gun in it? We'll find out. But there, that is a right arm. Something in my house just fell over. I think it was one of my dishes or something. It sounded like it came from the sink. Okay. Next is the other arm. Actually, this is the other one of the pair of these. I think I should just take all of these. I need to be more look ahead, look efficient. What's all the parts to cut out? Okay, so all the B parts, just this, and yeah, I think I would like to do this again. But I just need to get kits. But I guess if I get good stream content, then I can get more kits. Because I guess it's like the 30-minute missions kits for. I want to get the 30-minute missions kit for Armored Core 6. Will be good. That'll be fun, and those will be nice, like simple kits. I don't need as much space, so those would be good to do on stream. I'm definitely pretty sure I can get those because I've got that, and I just need the hand. I've got the I forgot what I was going to say. But yeah, looking forward to the 30 minutes missions hits for AC6 because that'll be fun because you'll be able to take your part. Maybe I can make one of the mechs I use. I really need to like go back into the garage and like make a build like my main machine. I think I've got one with 2 double laser shotguns that I'm quite enjoying a lot. That I might like make just like style up as the definitive build that I like to use in most situations. And I'm constantly checking the camera footage for when the it should be in like 5 or so minutes. Like I did it right before the stream started. It's just to see if it'll bring back the fucking watermark or if it'll just crash. I just say nope, you have to redo it again, but we're also gonna cut your feed out. Whatever. What? All the fucking bits of plastic sticking to the gloves. I've listened to this song on loop so many times in my life. This is like my kind of like getting. The reason why they pick this is like I do. This is like my kind of like get shit done track. I put this or the original mix in the background on loop, and I just do like cleaning or stuff, like thumbnails or whatever, anything productive basically. I still don't know half the lyrics to it. Like day after day, change the world we know. Okay, nice. Right, yeah, it goes something like this, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's the main thing I heard about is like all brilliantly incomprehensible. Because even words like they go really hard and they're completely fucking nonsense, but also just completely incomprehensible because they're like super distorted through filters, and it's, you know, a Japanese guy trying to sing in English. So that's why I decided there wasn't enough of that in Armored Core 6. Because you only really have like 2 tracks that really have any lyrics whatsoever. Which is the New Game Plus Plus ending, and of course the theme of everyone's Super Buddy. Try not to spoil too much for anyone who hasn't finished it, but like one of the other things. I don't remember what the says. Rusted Haze or whatever it's called. And everyone knows what I'm talking about, if any listeners. Okay. Well, now we get to put, now for some reason it says, okay, yeah, put all these parts together. So we go chunk. And chunk. And chunk. And we have a Lfrith with arms, torso, but no legs yet. That comes next. First, apparently, we make the feet. How many more steps until this, actually? Okay. So very nearly got the, like, whole... Not that long until, like, the whole thing's... Like, the base is done, and then it's just accessories. So I'll see how, see how I'm doing for time, I guess, when that happens. And also, it seems like the watermark hasn't come back. Maybe they don't expect you to be using this whilst it's still, firing out, so if we're lucky, I don't have to break for an ad. Look at that. So I don't really work with anything on this small, with this like smaller scale for a mech. It's like the for a mech kit, like even the frame arm girls stuff that I have feels like larger. It feels like really dainty. I've never used a HG kit before. Because the only other gunpla kit I have is the full mechanics aerial, which is a much larger, which is a significantly larger scale. Yeah. Anyway, probably get us some legs. Let's get the tweezers out of the way. Sit in the corner there. Okay, so it's time for feet for free. Funny meme. Everyone likes to talk about feet for some reason. Okay. Like, it's such a... Everyone makes... I don't get it. I don't get why feet became the meme. Okay. But whatever. I don't understand why anything becomes a meme. I'm too old. These kids making things popular. And then I'm just like sitting here going, I don't understand. No, boomers are even older. I'm specifically a millennial. Never let anyone call me a boomer. A12, A12. This is C, that's not A. No, this is C21. There. C21. Yeah, I, as someone who gets very annoyed at the misuse of words, I will die on the hill that you need that. Since boomer is referring to baby boomer and that's referring to a certain generation, shouldn't just become shorthand for anyone over a certain age or anyone feeling old. It's not how it works. I am a pedant, and I will die on my pedant hill. I will come down from the rafters and scream that MILF is not a body type. It is a designation. It doesn't matter how she looks. If she doesn't have kids, she's not a fucking MILF. And you don't have to have like ridiculous curves, be a MILF. All that's required is that you be a mother and be sexually attractive. That's all there is to it. You can't call people MILF or mommy when they're not even fucking 20. I made everything really fucking quiet. Just the silence after dropping the J-pad, just like, oh no. I went too hard, I went too angry. I can't casually follow up the conversation. Okay, let's do Count these down a bit, just very carefully. I am an orthodox MILF hunter. I'm not a... what would you call... no, what would you call... revisionist MILF hunter? Would be the new age thing. Have an annoyingly long time for very two simple steps, but they're done now. Pose. Okay. Next step. V1 14. And there's two of those, so and what else do I say? What else do I say? Other things to talk about. What else have I... Not much, really. Not much I can really talk about. Like, it's not that I admittedly don't get out much. Don't do much. But, I do things sometimes, but there are a lot of things I can't really talk about. Or just don't want to. Just like personal stuff I don't really want to put on stream. Like, it's always very good when, like, a lot of people, they like will ramble on about like the interesting things happening in my life. It's like, even if something interesting does happen in my life, like, I'm not entirely sure I want to share that with the world. I'm just not that kind of person who does that. It's like, I don't really share things. I don't know. And then 8:30. Mm. 13. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, did you hear they're fucking making a Last of Us Part 2 remaster? That's current events. Which is why. Why are they making a remaster for a game that's 3 years old? Why is there more remasters for The Last of Us than there's actual games in the series? But I think it's very funny that it dropped, the like leak of it dropped right at the same time as Valve dropped the 25th anniversary update for Half-Life. Like, they actually update. So you got one hand, you've got a company already trying to redo over and reshine a game that's only 3 years old. And on the other hand, you have a company that's literally adding in options to make the game look more authentically old on modern systems as an option, or just making it run better on modern, and giving it away for free for a couple of days. I don't know if you can still get it for free, but it's also just like Half-Life. It's cheap, but also they'll probably give it away for free on another thing. They give Half-Life away for free loads of times. It's like Half-Life and Portal 1. Which I think just everyone who has Steam has a copy of Portal 1 now. At this point, I know I've got a... Okay, you can still get it free. So I might play Half-Life 1 because I never really felt like the pull to go back. I know I started streaming like a while ago, back when I would have been like a year ago so now, because it was like back when I started. It was probably before... I knew it was probably before October. I did try playing through Black Mesa, but partially at the time is I found that Black Mesa is a massive resource hog and doesn't, on my old graphics card that was terrible, I had massive frame rate issues from the stream. But also it's just something something uncanny about Black Mesa. So I might go back to the original. Maybe I'm just one of those people who are just like, oh, because I am like often saying I'm not the biggest fan of just HD remakes on something that arguably looks fine. Anyway, I like old graphics, so the reason why I decided to say fuck it and put my thingy thing. What is this way around? This way it goes around here. Sorry, I'm putting things off this camera again. Bad habit. Here we go. I just like the charm of old graphics. Maybe it's just me being nostalgic. I like PlayStation 1 era graphics mostly, I think. That's why I made my fucking video thumbnails all have the PlayStation 1 box title. One, it's good advertising because it puts my name on a big fucking unavoidable mark on it. And two, it's like, yo, look, retro shit. You all love retro shit. I can't really claim to be like a retro gamer. I play too many new things. I don't want to play like retro games all the time. But I do like playing the PS1 games frequently, so... I wonder if I would get I do sometimes wonder if I play myself like a PS1 retro streamer and only stream PS1 games. Like, I'd probably still enjoy it, but I wonder if that would like get me more consistent viewers if I had a more like consistent content out there. But I don't want to think that too much, but I just want to play what I want to play. C20 next. Yeah, I might play through Half-Life 1 on stream rather than faffing around with Black Mesa again. So I just found it a bit weird and uncanny. Even if Black Mesa does do the massive miracle of putting women in the game. But arguably there was a game that already did that, which was the weird fucking PS2 Half-Life that no one remembers, that I didn't remember until someone pointed it out recently. It does have a female player character that unfortunately is lost to time because it was one of the Gearbox ones that Valve doesn't give a shit about. And Gearbox probably doesn't give a shit about anymore. What was Gearbox doing? What was the last thing Gearbox actually... Oh yeah, they're doing Gearbox owns Risk of Rain now. And there was the Risk of Rain Returns, which apparently is very good, which is like a remake of the first Risk of Rain that people like. And then there's they made a Risk of Rain gacha that everybody hates. No, that needs to be done a bit. Hey, did you know they made a Risk of Rain gacha? Yeah. The fucking top-down shootery affair. And it looks awful. Apparently it's really bad. It's like, how the fuck do you make it? I mean, I know how you make a Risk of Rain. This is why. Why would you do this? Probably smooth surface. This is very hard to get rid of the... Also the fact that it kind of clipped down really close when I cut it off the runner. Please, I would like to remove your gates. Remove gates sounds a good anti... I guess it doesn't count as anti-Microsoft. Now anti-Microsoft sentiments probably be like remove. For a second there, I mean, the switch from 2 to 3D is fine for Risk of Rain 2. I really like Risk of Rain 2. I never got on with the original Risk of Rain. That's my habit. I do like Risk of Rain 2 a lot. I kind of played enough Risk of Rain 2. Wait, this does not go down this way. Whoops. But no, the gadget just looks awful. Like, because by the nature of being a shitty gacha, I'm guessing you can't have like the fucking nonsense that you play Risk of Rain 4. You play Risk of Rain so that you have a bunch of billion things happening at once and you can't actually see what the fuck's going on. It doesn't matter because you're basically invincible. Yeah, is it just fucking Diablo? It's a fucking weird Diablo clone because apparently Diablo clones are really easy to make shitty gachas for. It's probably just I'd imagine it's an outsourced company. Maybe it's made by the same people who made like Diablo Immortal or whatever. But like you see that a lot. A lot of you've either got a shitty turn-based RPG, a Clash of Clans clone, or cloning anything else that Clash of Clans does really, or a Diablo-like, and those like your three genres of like low-effort gachas. Like this is not counting like the stuff that actually gets like high-budget affairs that people actually like, even if it is a gacha, like fucking Genshin or Vanguard or Arknights or whatever. But like these are like the actual low ones with the even more scummy microtransactions, because they'll have gacha and a bunch of other microtransaction shit. Oh yeah, and no gameplay tower defenses. That's okay. Arknights has gameplay. But yeah, the ones that the ones that are just entirely on the 2D plane, like battle cats or whatever. I don't get those. I don't get how people, because you just like, that is just like building a base and then watching your automatic troops or whatever come out. And people love those apparently. And it's like, that's not a fucking tower defense. A tower defense, that's like, that's, I don't know what to call it, like base defense, whatever. Watching thing that's not fucking tower defense in traditional, where you like place your towers on the thing and you watch the things go down a fancy path. It's no Arknights and it's no Bloons. I've never played Bloons, but it's apparently very good. Probably, like, you don't want to play a gacha, it's probably like the better of the more, like, the best, like, traditional tower defense that people like. Really, that's just what people say, and I like, it's... I think that's probably good as well, but Bloons is what everyone talks about. Everyone talks about Bloons, especially in the way that it melts your fucking PC. But I think the Bloons fever in the VTuber sphere has died down a bit. It's gone. Who knows? Gone for now, never to return. But the thing about I don't like about Bloons is you have to be very... Well, yeah, it is very complex, and it's got various things. I don't mind the complexity. What I don't like is how precise you have to be in your placements. Like, Bloons is one of the things that, like, if you place something like a pixel to the right shorter, then your entire strategy is entirely fucked. And you just have to give up. So, now we've got some feet. By the way, lovely, lovely. I do actually like the designs of these feet. Like how, okay, it does have a bit of, yeah. Does it really not go down anymore? Interesting that it's like that kind of like gap there. There's a lot I kind of like Arknights because, again, it's partially it's entirely grid based. Everything's on. You don't have to worry about precision. It's just like you can put things on the grid, and also it's goals. But it is a gacha in this and an RPG, so you've got all the stats as well. So you have to grind all the levels. But it does have a lot of, and it also has a lot of words. So many fucking words, Arknights. So... Yeah, Gemcraft also has lore. Bloons has lore if you ask the certain people, and those people are probably insane. And probably have images on their computer that you probably should not see if you don't like monkeys in that way. Oh, I've seen things that I don't want to have seen, but I have seen them. And that's just life. Life is seeing things that sometimes you don't want to see. And if you consistently see those things, then maybe you should leave the place where you see those things, or just block the person who's showing you those things. So they're not necessarily wrong things, they're just things you personally don't want to see. Like, I'm not gonna blame anyone, not gonna say you can't do what you want with your life as long as you're not hurting innocent people or animals. I'm very happy for you, V, but I'm not gonna read all that. Sorry. Like, nothing for you to apologize to, but like, I'm not going to play Gemcraft. If I'm going to play Gemcraft, I'll read the lore. Then I'm not gonna read lore on lore for a game I'm not gonna play on stream. I was like, I don't want to. I know I'm not the biggest streamer, but I don't. I mean, there's no. I've still got loads of games people haven't played. You can put it on the fucking backlog, sure. I won't stop you, but I have no obligation to play it if you buy it for me. Leggy. Fucking thighs. Currently, it's just part of one thigh. Whoa, thighs. Sick. I don't know. I'm tired. Yeah, the watermark hasn't come up, so I guess it will only come up when I next boot it up. That's good. It means I don't have to watch a shitty advert again. Excellent. No, I missed a part. Fuck. I need. It's B21. One of these fucking just. These gloves getting. Probably not going to show up on camera, but yeah, the fingertips of these gloves are already so. Yeah, you can't really see it on the camera. But the fingertips of these gloves are already so tattered from being caught on plastic so much. Okay. Let me pop something in there. Shut up, stream elements. I can't take a break. Probably should take a break though. I don't want to risk the camera thing breaking up. And hold on. I'm doing this other one. So, yeah, this goes. Oh, wait, no, I missed a bit. Fuck. Pop that in there, and then that in there. Yeah, we have and thigh, and left thigh. No, this is the right thigh. Fuck. And the rest of the right leg. Oh god, this is a complicated bit coming up. Okay, see 13 and 14. Why does see 13 and 14? Good. Get in there. Maybe I should try and open this up a bit more. Yeah, I know everyone's got these fucking black. Because if a VTuber doesn't wear black gloves, our video gets taken down. It's a show of solidarity for the handcam streams of corporate VTubers who've had to take them down because there was a miscommunication between management. So we all wear black gloves in solidarity. But hey, it's only slightly more difficult than without gloves. The main thing is the gloves getting caught on like the sharp bits of the gates that are left off. B1. I've got another bunch of B parts that I might as well colourful now, so B1, no, wait, B115. Numbers, too many numbers. I'd imagine most VTubers have better fitting gloves. Please make long, nice gloves that fit people with like medium-sized hands. I don't even have particularly large hands. They only make these for people with tiny hands. Okay, well, B's do I need? So then I need B19. I'm gonna look back at this footage. There's gonna be so much footage of me doing stuff off camera, and I'm going to be fucking livid with myself. Jump out the building. And then B18. I'm still looking at the footage just in case that watermark does actually pop up, but it has not. And also the video quality hasn't gone down, so I think I've cheated the system. I think for some reason I didn't expect someone to be using this for more than 2 hours. Wild. Yeah, I'll definitely get, partially because of an actual webcam. Well, they probably wouldn't be. The only problem with an actual webcam wouldn't be this high quality, but it wouldn't be like 1080. It's more expensive to get a 1080p 60 FPS camera on a webcam. As I assume this is still recording in 1080p. I might be wrong. It's hard to tell when you're looking through the OBS screen, but it's good enough. You can see well enough. So you can see the little threads on the gloves. Okay, anyway, just cut down some knots. These are because I'm used to using my like thumbnail. Well, that's the recording. What's the recording of the stream itself? Like that's the overall quality of the stream. That does not affect the quality of the. That's not got anything to do with the video of the camera. Like, yes, I stream at 1080 60 FPS, but I could put like fucking 420, 720. Like, I mean, a lot of the stuff I do on the actual like this game screen here is like 720. Of course, any of the retro games is obviously going to be a bit all fiddly depending on what's going on. This is the problem with doing so many bits at once, is I just lose track of which ones I've actually getting rid of gates on. No, nearly. Yeah. Water. Egg. Water consumed. Okay. I've missed a part. Fuck. No, so I'll do this. So you are this way. And you want this part on here. And then we put this part on. Always very good instructions. Oh, I guess I've been making them for a long time. There's one thing you get with gun like Bandai kits over others is I've been doing this for a long time, so they know exactly what to put in these things. And for some reason, it's one of the few bits that doesn't get fucked up by people being stupid. Anyway, I need a jet thruster. 20. It's got a. I did think for a comedy bit that I would like just have a carrot on screen. We don't have carrot. Like, shocking fact, I do actually just have carrots as like raw carrots as snacks in my attempt in like healthier than normal snack, and honestly they're quite nice. I like crunchy things. But then I realized then I would have less material for the ASMR stream. I need to save the carrot crunchy experience for the ASMR stream. Because if I'm going to do terrible ASMR and I don't have carrot crunching on it, then what am I doing with my life? What? So it starts there, and then we pop in. Which way is this supposed to be facing? This way. There. And then we slot in. Oh yeah, the jet thrusters are on the front of the knee. That's cool. Not back of the knee. That's a cursed reference for all of you. Anyone understands back of the knee maybe, then I'm so sorry. I will not explain it if you don't. We're better off without that knowledge. Yeah, look. Thruster on the knee. You have huge. You get it. You would. I know who you are. Unless I'm wrong. Oh god, there's stickers here. I feel like more people know the Doom guy meme has persevered a lot longer. Doom comic meme has persevered a lot longer. I guess it was referenced in that old secret, old ancient knowledge. Okay. Stickers time. In a second. I want to make sure this is. I don't worry too. If this is gonna have a sticker over it, I don't worry too much about the looks. Might as well. Okay. see one of these. No, it's time for these little pink stickers here. So, which side goes on which side? Alright, that's fine. Easy to see. Okay. Yeah, oh, why is it? Yeah. Fuck. Fuck. Mm-hmm. Okay, okay, there we go, there we go. Perhaps not the best, but good enough. How many currently there's only, wherever the heck this green square goes. I missed where this green square goes. I have not seen. Like, is it part of the shield assembly and the weapons? I'll make sure I've not missed something. Have I missed something? Where's this? Because it's sticker number 10. No, I don't see where a sticker number 10 could go. Doesn't seem to list it anywhere. Maybe this is the erroneous little green square. So this is just a weird sticking point, but I want to make sure I haven't missed anything. Oh yeah, it's used on the gun. Yeah, I've satisfied my curiosity. Okay. Dig under here with. There we go. There we go. Quiet time is. There we go. The stickers don't quite fit as nicely as I'd like, but it's best as I'm gonna get without spending 5 billion years here. And let's just pop some here. Lig! Not quite done yet, we've got a little ball jointy to make. So let's see, 11. Let's see, 17. And then a 10. It's one of these. On our specific side. Thankfully, bright pink spawns are hard to miss. I'm trying to think of what I want to do for him. Like, I've got an idea of what I want to do next week, kind of, but I don't really know what I want to do after that. Like, cause I am gonna be away next weekend and like I don't know exactly when I'll be back, but it will be might be out for the whole week afterwards, so most of the week afterwards. So, yeah. Orbular parts. Turn the camera. It's very dark, so you can't see. I'm being paranoid. I think I'm getting tired and running out of tired and into it, so I'm running out of conversation topics. And also, again, I am not putting things in front of the fucking camera. How bad has it been? I don't know if the first week been so. Oh god, fuck. I'm not reading your goddamn gem whatever tower defense law. That would be bad. That's not gonna be interesting to anyone else on the stream. Wait, how do I do this? Oh, what way down this go? It goes like this way around here? Yep. That it does. And then that goes there. And then we put a 4. This is I just assume this is an assumption based on contextual clues. But yeah, I don't want to like read out bits as well. I just want to have a conversation. How has all your days been going? I've just been I've been getting more stuff done. I kind of big clean up of general desk gear, partially because I wanted to make sure that if you were seeing any of my desk at all, which thankfully you were not, it was not a fucking horrible mess, but also an excuse to like clean up a bunch of clutter on my desk. So that's nice. I'm sorry, I'm not going to read your book, Vu. I'm sure it's fine. Sorry, that was very mean. Okay, now on to the next leg. I definitely feel like I'm slowing down a bit and getting really tired. So, E17. You know, they could be considered somewhat bullying, like. Yeah, let's just try and speed this up and get all the fucking. Yeah, I basically need everything else apart from this part, which is going to be needed. Yeah, that's the cycle of the Twitch stream. Chat bullies streamer, streamer bullies chat. It's a cycle of violence that will never end. An eternal dance. Surely I will break the cycle of violence with this, the biggest act of violence. This is totally how it works. No, that throws nothing. I am not about to drop an incredibly mean bully on you. I was just thinking about that joke that I saw the other day. Okay, yeah, it's basically the rest of this fucking runner, isn't it? I would consider changing music, but it's such a bit of a pain because my mouse is in such an awkward position. I might jostle the camera with it. Everything's in an awkward position. This is a very awkward setup I've got going. Probably could have been less awkward if I didn't have the boxes blocking everything, but I don't want you to see anything past these boxes. Secrets for my eyes only. You'll never know what terrible, dark things lurk on my desk. Clearly, I need to start making merch and then just cover my desk entirely in my own merch, and thusly have put exclusively only for streams. But that would require a lot of money that I don't have. So get me a lot, and also a larger fan base to be worth making merch for. So get on it, spread the word. I need partner by next week, and then I can start. It's literally the entire rest of the fucking run. I feel like previous experiences told me that doing a big batch like this actually makes it slower because I lose track of what I've done because I don't have everything sorted properly. But I've started now. Got everything on the fucking table. So this is how I will proceed to go. Like, it's a bad idea to like do everything because then you're going to lose so much. But like doing things in like batches, this should be fine. And look, that's one polished off runner. Let's toss that over the shoulder. Oh yeah, I've already cut off that. Is there anything else I need? No, this is all the parts I need to make this other leg. So I guess we'll just trim them as we use them. Be the sensible idea. Center of the camera, Kuro. Center of the camera. I feel like I need to try and... I should really try and, like, see other like friends' streams or whatnot, because I think I'm very just don't watch a lot of streams these days. It feels very hypocritical of me. I don't know. It's like, look, give me all the attention, but no, I won't give you it. So, I don't know. I'm gonna. This is the point in the stream where I'm quite tired, so we're gonna get into deep introspective conversations. I'm sorry. One thing I have been doing that I found is actually quite nice mental health-wise, I guess, is I think I've mentioned this before. I definitely mentioned it on Twitter, but I've mentioned it on stream before as well. I started just talking into pretending I'm recording into it, like pressing the record button and everything, but it's an entirely powered down voice recorder, and just saying shit into it, like whatever's on my brain at the time. And it's an interesting way to get thought up. Maybe it could possibly end up being good practice for just talking on stream, just having that kind of like the skill of constant stream of thought. I don't know, but it is quite meditative. So you don't have to have like a voice recorder for it. Obviously, you could just like record to anything that you've ever thought you got too many cooped up thoughts and no one to that was a really weird forcing of that in. Too many cooped up thoughts and no one to tell them to. Just like pretend you're recording it to something, anything that looks like it could be a pen, or you just use your phone. Just don't actually record it. I mean, you could record it if you want, but no, there is definitely a skill to constant stream of conversation, at least interesting, like a coherent skill of conversation. I know this because I can look at my own. The person is called Chan. They handle this. You can call your deepest thoughts to your future self and blackmail your past self. But you know, there's definitely a skill to, because you can see it between. So if I look at my own VODs, especially my earlier ones, but even VODs now, I just dropped or self-interrupt so many trains of thought. Yeah. But I think it's like, I always think back to some lessons from Congo where it's like a very important, like you need to be able to keep a flow of conversation, because sometimes you don't always have chat there. Especially for someone of my view count, there's not always going to be someone to reply or say that in reply. Even this stream, there's been plenty of times when it's like I've been like, I don't know what to say, and no one in chat's saying anything. And yeah, like knowing how to fill. But yeah, like it's good when you have a conversation like that, but I think part of being a good like streamer, yeah, you need to learn to improvise a conversation even if it's to nobody, because you don't want what you, as I said, you want like even that, like that's a good example of what I'm doing, is I'm tripping over my words a lot, and like I probably, when I look back at that, I'll be like, oh fuck, I was saying something else. And even now I think I've forgotten something what I was going to say. Yeah, you want to direct the conversation you have. So it's like good, like as the main trick that I learned, that I try to implement from Congo, is asking a question and then answering it. But like you can still expect the answers from chat, but you answer it yourself. And I'm still not great at that. I do get plenty of sleep. I have a very good sleep schedule. I go to sleep at about, I go to sleep at about 1 or 2, and I don't take my phone with me to bed anymore. And I go to sleep, and then I wake up at 9:30. And that's good sleep. So any kind of tiredness I feel is mostly lethargy from not moving about much, really. That's why, this is why I've started like streaming later into the night. I just wake up later, and I think that works better because it just gets me more groups of people to interact with. Because I think when I tried doing streams like more the middle of the day, it just, I don't know, felt like I wasn't getting anything. And also, it was just an awkward time for me to actually do it. It was just like, oh, I have to. I don't know, it was just generally awkward for me because I spend all morning preparing for the stream, then all afternoon recovering from the stream. Whereas this is like, okay, I've done the stream, I'll stay up for a couple of hours, for an hour or two, and then go to sleep and be fine. What time is it now anyway? Okay, so we're coming up on the last hour, and shouldn't be doing, like I said, I'll see how far I'm doing before if I decide to do the weapons on stream as well. But we'll definitely get the full Lfrith body done. The weapons shouldn't, because like the main thing that seems to be there's a big fucking backpack, but it is like seems to be one large bit, so it might be easy to do. But going back onto the topic of like just carrying a conversation, like I think that's a very important way because you want to be able to. Like, especially for, I am very views conscious. I will say it. I want more viewers. I want more average viewers. I want more attention. It's why I do. It's why one of the things I enjoy. I enjoy the attention. I enjoy having people know I exist for once. So I felt very invisible a lot of my life. So, and I think just like admitting that and saying that that's fine. Not like you're doing anyway. If you're streaming for attention. Like that's one of the things you get out of it. Like maybe you're doing something else and raising awareness for something. Maybe that's a less selfish case, but for the vast majority, part of the enjoyment, even if you don't know it, is just having, even if it's just the one person, just having the conversation. And I think. Oh yeah, you're like but the thing is, even if you're doing it to have fun and hang, you're still doing it to be able to be seen. Like even if it's just like, if you're very like, you can be just like, okay, I'm fine with just the one person seeing, and then maybe having an occasional chat and just having, so that you know that you've got someone listening to you, someone seeing what you do. Well, yeah, that's what falls back to that. And as I said, maybe it's the social aspect, but that's still like being seen in a way, as being seen in a social way. But like, I do want more. And I don't know if I consider like, that's just the big problem you can easily fall into, is not considering if you actually work hard. You may passively, subconsciously, like it doesn't have to be a big part of it, but I think it is a part of it for everyone. Like how hard you work, and like if you like go around advertising your streams on Twitter and making fancy thumbnails or whatever, that's obviously, then it's more of it. But like there's definitely the desire to be seen. I think it's a very human desire. I think like very common among people in general. Like obviously not everyone, but like, yeah, I get that. I get what you mean. Like, it's not it's only part of. I don't want to imply like it's entirely why, or it's like your main reason for it. But I feel like I suppose another part of it is community. That's definitely why I want to do it. Fuck, this is in a really awkward position. Will you stick on? Please. No, you're still stuck on. Why are you staying on the tweezer? What the fuck? You're just barely touching it by a corner. What What the fuck? Why is it saying that? Maybe if I use this to brush it off. Ah. I wouldn't say outline as it. You're not like that. You're not that far out. But like, in terms of like the majority, this was just count as an outline. But you know what I mean? I'm not like saying you're like a rare case. I think there's plenty of other streamers just like you in that regard. But like when it comes to me, and when it comes to like a lot of streamers, like I mean, there's definitely attention and community is I think why a lot of people do it. Because I know those are probably the two big reasons for me. Why I keep doing that thing. I think my initial reason was just kind of like something was more community. Like one of the things I want to get out of YouTube, and I have got out of YouTube is like I want probably the most selfish way to take it is I want people I look up to notice me. Like I wanted other VTubers to know I exist, basically, without just being a random chatter and maybe get to talk to them. I don't know. I realize that's kind of like not a great way to progress, and it's definitely because I think that's how like it can result in you feeling like you can just try and barge in on other people's friend groups. I think I definitely did try, so I'm admitting to a lot of semi-private stuff, but it's all VTuber related, so I think it's a good conversation to have. Okay, that's all the bits sorted. Now I just need to put them fucking together. Let's pop these together first. Oh god damn it, these fucking gloves are so fucking frayed at the billion threads getting caught and everything. Yeah, I think there's a lot of cases I still need to improve on in just in the social aspect of just not trying to cloy for the attention of the not even like the particularly big, but like the ones run here I forgot to chip that I want to get attention from. Is it? But in the end of the day, everyone's reason is going to be different. Even if two people with very similar reasons, they're probably going to have differences eventually, in some regards. Everyone is. I don't know I've forgotten where I was going with this now. But yeah, like I feel like I've got a lot to improve. I've got to which way around does this go? I'm trying to wing this too much, which is a terrible idea with gunpla. You read the fucking instructions and do them by the instructions. Yeah, I think I'm repeating myself now. But yeah. Oop, oop. Oh no, you have to go out so we can clip you in properly. There we go. But yeah. Yeah, but I think did I do this wrong at some point? Why is this being particularly difficult? Oh, there we go. Yeah. Should be, as long as I yeah, just. But I think I am gonna try and like make a more of an effort to like stay in touch with the friends I have made, like you, and because I don't want to feel like I'm just abandoning you to people. I worry I might be that kind of person like abandons, like doesn't pay attention to what I have to try and seek what I want. But at the end of the day, I would like to be more popular. I would like to have. Hey, Peach, legs are falling. Not these. When? What's up? Soon to be Gundam Lfrith. We just need to make the waist, and the body will be, and she'll be standing. I don't really need the stickers anymore until I make the gun. Right, what do we need? We need the last thing from here. B1, which is this, which is number 11. Just gonna make a gun and then she'll have a gun, yeah! There's like, also, there's a fucking, like the main big thing next to build on this that will take probably the most time, it's either the backpack, which actually, like, I forgot Lfrith has this really cool fucking folding backpack thing. Or the shield, because the shield is but the shield is very simple, it's just lots of little bits because it turns into gun bits. Because that's cool as hell! Okay, and then we just need 2 parts of the D runner. 3 parts from the D runner, really. Yeah, because they're like all these like big bits that make up the shield. How many bits make up? And the gun is like okay, gun is only a couple of halves, so. Oh, the snapping. What do I need? I need 9 and 8 and 11. I can never settle on like which of the radio stations in Cyberpunk 2077 I actually like listening to. Maybe I should just, that's kind of the point, you flick through them. But because sometimes I'll be listening to one and then I'll be like, oh, I mean, I guess that's just radio in general. You listen to the radio and then you get a song that comes on that's like, oh, I don't know. I can't remember what's on Body Heat Radio. There's someone I know who's recommended like the Dark Star, which is the radio station they added in the expansion. Nah, that'll happen. Yeah, you get a fucking there's a certain bit during a certain story moment. Like not even. Yeah, someone who recommended Dark Star, but it's like very much not the music I like, but it is good music. Like really gnarly electro. Apparently some of the tracks were made by like just Elba apparently has a band and he made some of the tracks with us. So right, let's assemble this. Very simple thing, it's just stack these parts on. It's like it's all pretty much all good music, it's not necessarily stuff I listen to. But then what I listen to is deeply inconsistent anyways. Okay, and now we can assemble. Chunk. Chunk. Ta-da! There she is. Non-stop color. Yeah, I'm really not used to the scale of HD kits. Tiny. Tiny. There she is. There is the gun. Can she T-pose is the question. She can. So got a decent amount of... I could go for a bit longer, I think. I think I'll try and... Wow, I didn't... I expected Robo Holiness from Corvo. I didn't know you were also into into that kind of thing, bitch. But so the problem is I can't really get her in. My camera angle's a bit rubbish for this. This up a bit. Gundam Lfrith, only seen in the prologue, but the prologue was really good. Oopie and the robot, what's she gonna do? She's killing people. If you say so. If you say so, Peach. If you say so. Be careful what you meme about. That's a cool pose. So if I take my hand away, it defocuses. Also, you can see better with the darker background. Alright, so let's just look. So the next thing would be the backpack. This is you're already getting looks. So the backpack is almost entirely on this. Feels like all the extra bits. And then like one. Oh yeah, that's just the beam, so the handles were there. Okay, so see if I can like squat her down so she can sit in view whilst I make the weapons. Come here real quick and fill out this 20 questions. Fucking. Ah, crap, legs full. I don't think this model is probably designed to sit. It's got a weird tail flap at the end, but surely that'll just make it. Ah, yeah, I'm really not used to. I did probably go through it a bit speedier than I would do normally for the sake of the stream. The camera focusing is awful, especially because my hands in the way. There. Just sit down there whilst I make the weapons. You might be in the way a bit, so I might have to. What? I haven't played Cyberpunk in a while. I don't own the Cyberpunk DLC as well either. I hear it's very good, but it's just like I just don't have the money to spend on it really. Okay, let's build this backpack, because I think once these parts are... Yeah, no spoilers! I don't want to be spoiled about what people say is probably the best part of the game, which is the DLC, so I will probably play it at some point, but I don't know if I want to wait for a sale or if I'll be more impatient. Depends how much money I get at the point. Yeah. Everyone just says how good the DLC is. I've not heard a bad word about it. Okay. This is stepped really would have. Yeah. Did the game not used to have like scale, world scale to your level kind of stuff? Because that's how the experience has been for me The main game is like, okay, I'm max. Okay. Just want as apparent as it is in. I think that's a more like general change they've made. They've made it more that kind of like. Looks like a little face. This. Look at his face. That's a fucking face. That's not a face. That's an ass. Nah, I see. Sorry, I'm very distracted by the fact that this looks like a cheery little face. Look at him! What thoughts are in this mind? Small little brain. Okay. No. Yes, first is 28 and 27. Oh, 20s. That's good indeed. Where was I? 20s. And 25 is 225s. And I don't sword handles, so I don't have to worry about them again. You denied Peach the questionnaire with your silly joke. Look at them. They're questionnaireless and adrift in this world. You were not ready to commit that hard to the bit. You fool. You underestimated your opponent. And now you will perish in the flames of slightly awkwardness. Always be prepared to go as far as possible for the bit. Otherwise, you end up in situations like this one, where you are adrift and alone. Sounds like a skill issue to me. It is a skill. You admit it. Victory is mine. I don't know why I was. There's some hollow parts in this backpack, but I guess it's. Oh, I'm getting quite tired. I don't know if I'll actually finish the whole kit. It is reaching long stream time. I've also not taken a break because I was expecting. I don't know. The brain is slowly slowing down. Probably actually quickly slowing down. I think I'll finish the backpack and say well done. I won't do the weapons. I don't know which way this goes. This way. No, it's also got a specific way it's supposed to go with how the sword handles are oriented. I see. Oh god, this is nasty. Getting caught on any kind of imperceptible. There we go. This is a very neat little BDSM test as a login. Why is there a fucking BDSM? I never like those kind of questionnaires. I will never. Every time I see a questionnaire or a survey going around on Twitter, I'm like, no, I will not. I will resist the urge to answer these random questions because there's always, not always, but there's always a non-zero chance that it's just a fucking data scraping site. I don't care if it's a Discord classic. I'm like the fucking grumpy tiny man that Clifford always keeps posting. Just make sure that's looking right. This should go with that. That's cute. Are we supposed to be facing that way? I guess it is. Okay, gotta work on. Yeah, that was the. Oh, the G-Witch. I'm assuming you're asking about if you're the first thing. G-Witch has a very strong first season, and then a second season that runs out of time, and is very disappointing. But it does end. Like, it's good, but yeah, it could have been a lot. I'd say the main thing is it could have been so much better. Like I said, it's fine. It's not bad. It's just, yeah, like the first, especially the note the first season ends on. It promises so much that the second season just does not deliver. So I definitely recommend it. Definitely watch it, but like it's not. It could have been like absolutely like incredible. It could have been one of the best Gundam series of all time, and now it's just like it's good. It's a good Gundam series. So there's just so many like random things that get brought up and dropped, and then the whole thing ends way too cleanly, and it's weird. But it do have lesbians. But at least they let them have that. Because it basically feels like it needed more time for what it wanted to do. Like, because yeah, a lot of things end up. No. You know, interpret them as lesbians and nothing else. Because It's up for interpretation. There's like really no other way to interpret it. Really, they literally mild spoilers. They do get married. The whole show. The series is over. There is no hints of any more, unless Bandai and Sunrise realize, holy shit, this has been the most profitable Gundam like in fucking ever, and our seed movie was a fucking mistake. Okay, we'll make a fucking G-Witch movie that just like redoes the entire second season, basically. That's basically what people are hoping for. Because this is not something that's happened, not without precedent. I think like old Gundams, it was like, okay, the TV series kind of sucked. Went a bit shitty, but then they made a movie that redid the story and it was a much better one. Or just at least more well put together, because they have the hindsight. But yeah, like, I mean, the fucking G-Witch kits sell like gangbusters, because it's got some absolutely banger mech designs. I mean, like, not all of them, a lot of like the summary movies in most cases are either fine or bad. So people are hoping that a summary movie of G-Witch would actually be able to like even the worst, they could like knock out some of the stuff that's just like brought up and then just dropped off that makes sense. Yeah, I think it was 0079 that I heard people said it was good. The what good movies, but it could they could just be really bad. Who knows? So yeah, so the hope is that they decide to go back to like the most profitable, the best rated Gundam thing in a long time. Because no one cares about iron-blooded orphans, and they killed Gundam Evo. I'm very sad about Gundam Evo dying. Like, it could have been a really, like, so much better if they actually gave a shit about it. But no, it's like, oh no, you want to have maps? No, you get boxes. You want to have, I don't know, balance? No. Oh, you want stuff? I guess you could have a couple of extra. Look, here's some mobile suits, I guess. Oh, you wanted the robots to feel like robots? Oh, no. What do you mean, wait? Did you not know Gundam Evo is dead? Yeah, the servers died. They shut it down. Yeah, why did you think of Capcom? We are talking about Bandai Namco. You can't see it on the box. You can't see, I'm covering the logo on the box, but that's there. Never trust anything actually made by Bandai Namco. Like, we can trust them that we're going to publish something, and like the Bandai company gun like kits are also just generally good, but like no fucking Bandai Namco games have been worth the fucking money. But we get to how, but they own, Bandai Namco is one of those companies that they can fuck up a lot on their own terms, but they own or like have fingers in the pies of stuff that makes a lot of money. Yeah, I said Dark Souls. Oh, those aren't games made by Bandai Namco. Those are games published by Bandai Namco. That's a big difference. Bandai Namco, like, a lot of, like, big names can publish really good games, but they didn't make them, did they? They just, like, put the money behind them. Like, you gotta... No, FromSoft is entirely on its own. FromSoft merely... Bandai Namco merely just gets really good, publishing deal... Gives them the publishing deals they want, basically. Yeah, the Kadokawa... Oh, I didn't know they were owned by Kadokawa. Does that mean they're partially, distantly owned by Sony, then? Kadokawa are owned by Sony, or am I mixing things up? I think we're drawing to the end here. Because I'm very tired and I don't want to start building the fucking shield of many parts. Yeah. That's a very nice percentage that Kadokawa have. It's a very neatly little articulated little backpack thing. But yeah, everyone's got lots of sort of pop that on. And there she is, she's ready for school. That's the plot of the anime. Gundam gets ready for school. But yeah, I think that's enough for today, because, like, whilst technically it's just the weapons that need to be made. Gundam Lfrith, there's probably, I'm pretty sure, Peach, there's a lot of pictures of that genre. Some probably even official. There's been enough comedy Gundam series for that. But there she is, Gundam Lfrith from the Witch of Mercury prologue. As I said, I would like consider making the weapons, but the shield is like all of these parts, and that's probably going to take longer than you. Or is it? Now let's finish it. Let's finish it. No, let's not. I'm not gonna promise anything. I'm too tired. I'll give pictures of the shield finished and built. This is. We got a lot of things. Ultra kills so many things. It's so funny. Why? There's a lot of Gundam things. Like, you have to remember, it is an ancient, massive franchise. If you can think of like a parody Gundam thing, it probably already exists. And it's probably officially licensed with like an official anime or whatever. There probably, I haven't checked, and I'm too tired to remember, but there probably is some kind of Gundam visual novel that's just like date the robots, or there will be at some point. Someone will make one of those shitty joke Gundam visual novels because Bandai will think, oh, that's money. People are doing that, or maybe they weren't. Who knows? Anyway, there is. Let's stance her up so you can see her. Gundam Lfrith. The origin of all the Gundam, well, not all the Gundams, but like the whole prototypes. This backpack is kind of awkwardly shaped. Maybe if I put these down a bit. But it's very cool. And it comes with this. It really adds more shape to the otherwise very spindly design. And damn! That fucking waste. Okay, I'm gonna hang on a sec. Before I go, I'm gonna show off our fancier kits. Give me a second. Is this going to fit in frame? No, it's not. Also the cameras. So this is the full mechanics aerial can I have? I'm gonna fall apart completely. But so long posing and I'm running in it. Take the shield out, there's no space for the full shield. So yeah, this is the... You can compare sizes. Big sister and little sister. I mean, look at them, they're hanging out. I realized I had the fucking I forgot to turn the speaker fully off, and it was on very quietly. I don't think it was picked up by the microphone at all, so no big deal. But it was technically on. But yeah, look at but you know, my camera angle is not suited for showing off all the cool parts of the full mechanics. This is a much more detailed kit. They're not like massively, it's not like the full like internal stuff. It's like, but those are like really expensive and they will take you like days to build. Oh yeah, I love the I love like the designs of Ariel and the Lfriths. So good. Look at them! But yeah, no, I won't show off the Ring Arm Girl kit, mostly because they are much larger. Well, they're not actually much larger, but like, well, it depends on the kit really. I showed off Brace Vilgar. So you can give her a shield after all. She can have a big fucking full mechanic scale shield. I have to find a new pose for Ariel now. I have to find a new pose for her. But yes, okay, so I'm gonna swap to the I need to put this away so I can actually access all the bits, but I don't think I have the reactive set up for the thing. So let's move to the chatting. There's one last look at look at that. I'm very happy. That's a very nice little kit. See it. So if you can get them for the right price, which is relatively cheap, these HG kits, pretty damn good. And probably, yes, I'll probably just build the weapons and panel line this off stream, and then I'll show some pictures on Twitter when it's done. I don't know when that'll happen. That might be a few days. But anyway, okay, I might disappear for a second because I'm... Yeah, but I'm not here. I'm not seen. Do I have reactive set up on the screen? I do, excellent. And move all this, turn the camera off. Move all this stuff away. Where are the places in my head have materialized? But anyway, right, yeah, so the PNG on this, whilst I put stuff away, I can put those fucking... I have to be careful because I had like a glass in the box behind, in the Lfrith box, keeping it up. Okay, stuff out the way. So I hope you all enjoyed that. That was a bit... That was... I don't know if I'll do it again, but I think I will. I think I'll do it. If I get another kit and I want to do... I think if it's like a more detailed one, like the full mechanics, I probably wouldn't do that on stream because I'd have to do that in I'd do it in multiple parts, I guess. But yeah, definitely I'd be up to building more HG kits on stream. I think that'd be fun. I think next time I can make it a lot better because I can make sure I have like a better setup, better camera setup. Because if I can get like just a small little webcam, I can put that. I don't have to. The problem with a phone is it's a big chunky long thing. Also, webcam can be very small, so I can put that in a better spot, really. But anyway, let's see who's to raid. Who do we raid? Who do we say? Is the next stream will be Mahjong. Hopefully, unless I feel awful, but I shouldn't be feeling awful. We should be zhonging. But right, let's see. Who's still go? Who do I want to? Let's raid. Brain work. Who's? Let's raid you. If you're still. Let me just start going. So, okay, Hana Kamanani. I can't. But that's me. I can't raid myself, you silly fucking idiot. You absolute fucking awful cretin. Fuck you. You think I'm stupid? Awful, horrible, perish. Anyway, we're raiding. Raiding Becca Hanakamini. She's drawing some nice stuff. And yeah, so I'll see you all tomorrow for the Zhongin. Bye.